Hi, lovely people. This is Auntie Linda. Auntie Linda is the founder of Auntie Linda Foundation, HIV and AIDS advocate, women rights advocate, and many more. I want to address something quickly. I came from church not too long ago. So when someone sent me a message in my DM on TikTok this morning that, can I talk to you? And I responded yes. So she dropped a very long message for me. And when I read through, I realized that this has been a challenge of some people. So I want to address it with a video. And you know it's confidential, so I will not tag the person, but I believe that the person will watch this video. All right, let's talk about HIV. Some people believe that if an HIV positive woman or a man is with you in your house, or maybe your mom or your brother or your sister is an HIV positive person, that automatically means you also be HIV positive because you eat with the person, you share the same bowl, spoon, cup or something. My dear, one thing I want you people to know about HIV positive persons is that when someone is diagnosed HIV positive person and put on medication in the hospital, there is something we call counseling. We counsel the person on how to keep him or herself safe. Sometimes we mostly tell them, don't take alcohol, don't do this, don't have unprotected sex, you might reinfect yourself. We also talk to them about how to live with people. That is why I do say, before you see someone who is ready, I want to infect people because I'm HIV positive person, I don't think that person has gone to the hospital, has gone through counseling and has been put on medication. No. Because when you go through this process, we do drug adherence counseling. And before you go through all this process, you know that it is not safe for you to have unprotected sex if you are even positive. You know that it's not the best for you to infect other people. This case is about someone's mom who is positive, and the person feel because my mom is positive and my kids are living with her, my kids too will be positive. My dear, it won't, because we counsel a lot of elderly people who are positive, and they will tell you, I have my granddaughter, I have my grandson, so what do I do? Then when we say, oh, don't share your toothbrush or your sharps, so say, oh, for that I don't do. And not every sharp, if there is no cut, that sharp will not transmit HIV to that person. I want to address this because there is one of my clients who can wake up and come to me, Auntie Linda, I think I've infected my sister's children because they do visit me. Last time I saw them putting my brush in their mouth, so I feel they are infected with HIV. Yes, HIV is transmitted through sharing sharps. But if your mother is HIV positive and your children are with your mom, that alone doesn't make your children positive. It is cut. So if something cuts your mom, the blood comes out and cuts your children, and your mom's blood enters the cut on your children, that is where there can be a transmission. Because your mom will not sleep with your children, will not have intimacy with your children. That is why when someone comes to the hospital and the person comes with the child that is not well, and we test the mother and the mother is negative, we believe that the child is also negative. There is no way mother will be negative, a child will be positive as a baby, unless that person has something doing, or someone has done something to the child. Let's understand HIV transmission here. Because this lady is like, I have no one to take care of my child, and the child is with my mom. And my mom, I now realize my mom have been on medication for over 10 years. I now realize my mom is positive. I saw the ARVs in my mom's bag, and I feel my children and your children are safe, my dear. If your mother, your sister, your brother is HIV positive, and maybe they are with you, if they are not, maybe they don't have cut on their bodies, if you are not washing their blood things with your bare hands, I think they can be with you, they can infect you with HIV. So let's get this clear and stop being worried about, hey, my child is with me and I don't know my brother will infect my child because my brother is positive. Hey, my mom will infect my daughter because my mom is positive, is on medication, and she cooks for my children to eat. HIV is not transmitted through some positive person cooking for a negative person to eat. No. I believe the education on HIV has not gone down well, because sometimes even some of health professionals, when they come to my DM with some questions, I do doubt. I said, oh, so with this too, you don't have the idea? You telling me that my brother is positive, my brother is not well, my brother is not with me. I take him to the hospital to pick his drugs, so I'm afraid I'll be positive. How will your brother sleep with you? Do you wash your blood, your brother's things? Does blood flows? Like, does your brother have cuts? I am not getting it. So how will your brother infect you? Do you share the same showers? If you use same washroom with an HIV positive person, you will not get it. When you shake them, you hug them, you will not get HIV. So what are we talking about, my people? Go and fear BP and leave HIV. Okay? Give more attention to malaria and leave HIV. Give more attention to high blood pressure and leave HIV. You know, HIV transmission, let me mention them quickly. Mother infecting a baby, a positive mother who is HIV positive, pregnant, can infect the baby if that person is not on medication. But if the person is on medication and we are managing the baby when delivered, that baby will be safe. Sharing sharps with an infected person. So if the thing cuts the person and cuts you, that is where there can be transmission. If I'm HIV positive and my blade, I'm trying to trim my nails and it didn't cut me, and you also use the same blade, you will not get HIV, and it didn't even cut you, no blood. So how will you get it? If an HIV positive person cooks and you buy food to eat, does that make you HIV positive person? No. Do you know the number of people who are living with HIV who are food vendors? Let's stop. This one, I believe the person lacks understanding. So I'm doing this video to explain things to the person. I'll do part 2 of this video because it's so dear to my heart. I want people to know that when we talk about HIV transmission, it doesn't mean when you hug the person, when you shake the person's hand, when you eat with the person in one bowl, you also contract HIV. No. HIV is never transmitted through that means. Watch out for part 2 of this video. Thank you.